It's easy at Sheehy.com.
Tonight, several breaking stories as we come on the air. It now appears the American people will hear from Brett Kavanaugh's accuser. She's now asking for certain conditions, including her safety. When could this all happen? We're live on the Hill tonight with what we've now learned. The deadly workplace rampage today, a female worker opening fire, first outside, then inside, several dead. The massive police response. Breaking late today, sources telling ABC News the president's former fixer and personal attorney, Michael Cohen, has now sat down for hours of interviews with special counsel Robert Mueller's team. What Cohen was asked about, what George Stephanopoulos and our team have now learned. The major security scare at an American airport. The man with a commercial license jumping a fence, able to board a plane, an Airbus 200-passenger plane. What he was allegedly trying to do, authorities before the cameras just moments ago. The jogger attacked and killed in the nation's capital, and tonight the new surveillance just now showing the moment she goes into a restaurant for help after being attacked. Tonight, news on the alleged attacker. And your money tonight. With 2 new iPhones out tomorrow, how to get the most money for the used iPhone you have right now. 3 important tips coming up tonight.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a very busy Thursday night. We have several developing stories as we come on, and we begin with the Supreme Court showdown. And tonight it does now appear that we will hear from Brett Kavanaugh's accuser. Dr. Christine Blasey Ford no longer holding out for an FBI investigation into her claims before she testifies, saying she will answer questions, but asking for certain conditions, including her safety. Judge Kavanaugh seen briefly today at the White House. He is reported to have been preparing in recent days for the questions he will be asked. So tonight, just how soon could this happen? Mary Bruce leading us off on Capitol Hill again tonight.
Tonight, Christine Blasey Ford says she is willing to tell the Senate that Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh sexually assaulted her. As today, anger roared through the halls of the Capitol. In an email to the Senate Judiciary Committee, Ford's lawyer writing she wishes to testify, provided that we can agree on terms that are fair and which ensure her safety. Ford and her children have been forced to leave their home to escape harassment, even death threats. Her lawyer says she is willing to answer questions next week, but a hearing on Monday is not possible. The office of Republican Chairman Chuck Grassley is welcoming the new open line of communication. Grassley has said Ford could appear publicly or privately.
We've gone beyond what we did the first day of just having the hearing she asked for, the open hearing she asked for, because we heard she might not want to come in that environment. So we offered one more closed session or 2 ways of doing it by transcript.
But Republicans refused Ford's initial demand for an FBI investigation. Ford's lawyer says that investigation is still her strong preference, but she's no longer insisting on it. Earlier in the day, Democratic senators urged Ford to stand her ground.
They should be able to start that investigation right now.
But they don't seem willing to.
If the American people speak out loud enough about how important this is to them, they might change their minds.
And if they don't?
Change their minds.
And if they...
I think we have to keep fighting.
This high-stakes political battle is playing out with the critical midterm elections just weeks away. Lawmakers keenly aware their constituents are watching what they say and how they vote. And tonight, some Republicans are being slammed as tone-deaf. The Senate's most vulnerable Republican, Dean Heller of Nevada, defended Kavanaugh, referring to the sexual assault allegations as a little hiccup. And in South Carolina, Republican Congressman Ralph Norman is turning the debate into a joke.
Did y'all hear the latest late-breaking news from the Kavanaugh hearings? Ruth Bader Ginsburg came out that she was groped by Abraham Lincoln.
That moment from the debate in South Carolina today. Mary Bruce live back up on the Hill tonight. And Mary, President Trump and Senate Republicans do not want the FBI to investigate these sexual assault allegations against Judge Kavanaugh to, in essence, reopen his background check. But remind us tonight, what did President George H.W. Bush do when Anita Hill came forward with sexual harassment allegations against Clarence Thomas?
Well, David, in 1991, President George H.W. Bush ordered the FBI to investigate. That investigation took just 3 days. It's now been 2 days since Christine Blasey Ford asked the FBI to investigate her charges, but so far President Trump has refused that request. David.
Mary Bruce leading us off tonight. Mary, thank you. The other developing story all day long, the deadly workplace rampage. A woman opening fire outside and then inside, several dead. Gunfire prompting a massive show of force. SWAT teams moving in. This was about 30 miles outside Baltimore. 6 people shot, 3 dead before the woman took her own life. ABC's David Curley on the scene in Aberdeen, Maryland tonight.
Sheriff's deputies and SWAT teams swarming the warehouse just after 9.
I'm not exactly sure what's going on at location. We're being advised to get an active shooter.
It's a Rite Aid distribution center 30 miles northeast of Baltimore. And the lone shooter, a 26-year-old female, Snosha Mosley, with a 9mm handgun and extra magazines she owned.
So we have a shooter with us.
Okay. Is the shooter a fugitive?
Yes, that's correct.
After firing outside, Mosley, a temporary employee, moved inside the building, then shot herself in the head, dying later. Her shots hitting 6 people, 3 killed, all thought to be employees.
3 people are suffering from injuries which they are expected to survive.
Authorities say they don't have a motive. The 26-year-old had started her normal workday. According to the Associated Press, an employee told his wife the woman was having an argument with someone and went off, firing but not necessarily targeting specific people.
I can't even fear. I was just so scared.
This shooting coming just a day after others. A Wisconsin gunman opening fire at his cubicle, injuring 4 before police fatally shot him. And another suspect in Pennsylvania also taken down by police after shooting 4 in a courthouse there.
We've got a lot of problems in this country to solve to bring these kind of incidents to a closure.
And David Curley joins us live near the scene of that shooting, that local official right there among several speaking out today about this string of recent workplace shootings.
Former Congresswoman Gabby Giffords, David, issued a statement noting the 3 shootings we've seen in a little more than 24 hours. She said in a statement, quote, "You have the right to feel safe, and I'm horrified that that's no longer the reality in America. Every single day, nearly 100 lives are lost because of guns. This level of gun violence is not normal," said the former Congresswoman. David?
Just a horrible 24 hours. David Curley, our thanks to you. We're going to turn next tonight here to the story our team broke late today involving the president's former fixer and personal attorney, Michael Cohen. We have now learned that Cohen has sat down for hours of interviews with special counsel Robert Mueller's team. Tonight, right here, what Cohen was asked about. George Stephanopoulos and our team breaking this story today. And here's our senior justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas, tonight.
He's the president's former attorney and fixer, at his side for 10 years, in his business, in his campaign, once saying he would take a bullet for Donald Trump.
I'll do anything to protect Mr. Trump.
But tonight, sources tell ABC News, Cohen is now cooperating with special counsel Robert Mueller, sitting down for hours of interviews over the past month. The focus of the meetings, which have taken place in New York and Washington, all aspects of Trump's dealings with Russia, including business deals and also about allegations of collusion during the 2016 campaign. Given Cohen's long time working with Trump and his family business, some insiders believe he potentially represents a significant legal threat. He's already pleaded guilty to campaign finance crimes for paying off women just before the election, telling the court he did it at the direction of Donald Trump. When prosecutors started investigating Cohen, Trump sounded sympathetic.
So I just heard that they broke into the office of one of my personal attorneys, good man, and it's a disgraceful situation. It's a total witch hunt.
But in July, Cohen told ABC News' George Stephanopoulos his first loyalty is to his family and country. And when he turned on Trump, Team Trump turned on him.
He's been lying for years. There's nobody that I know that knows him that hasn't warned me that if he's back is up against the wall, he'll lie like crazy, because he's lied all his life.
Tonight's news about Cohen comes less than a week after the president's former campaign chairman, Paul Manafort, pleaded guilty, saying he, too, would cooperate with Mueller.
So let's get to Pierre Thomas. He's with us live from Washington tonight. And Pierre, Robert Mueller's investigators spending hours on several different days talking to Michael Cohen, as you pointed out there, about President Trump's dealings with Russia. But we've also learned that that's not all they asked him about.
That's right, David. Sources tell us Mueller's team also wanted to know if Trump or any of his associates raised the idea of a pardon with Cohen. Mueller also apparently looking for any evidence of obstruction of justice. David?
Pierre Thomas in Washington. Pierre, thank you. And next tonight to that disturbing security breach at Orlando's Melbourne Airport, a student pilot jumping over a fence and then boarding a passenger jet. It was about 2 in the morning. Technicians happened to be inside the jet. They tackled him. It was an Airbus jet. It seats 200 passengers. So what was he intending to do? The Joint Terrorism Task Force is now investigating tonight, and authorities talking just moments ago about this. Here's ABC's Victor Oquendo from Florida.
Tonight, new questions about security at our nation's airports after a student pilot allegedly hopped a barbed wire fence and boarded this American Airlines plane in the middle of the night. 22-year-old Nishal Senkat faces several charges, including criminal attempt to steal an airplane.
Within 2 minutes of creating a problem, we stopped this guy from getting in the air.
Authorities say Senkat, who had a commercial pilot's license, drove to the curb outside the Orlando Melbourne International Airport around 1:30 a.m., left the car running, and soon after was on the empty Airbus 321 that was undergoing maintenance. Airport reps say 2 technicians tackled him, tried holding him to the ground, but he broke free and took off running on the tarmac before being arrested. After checking for explosives but finding none, police towing the suspect's car away.
Oh my God, is he okay?
Just last month, a baggage handler at SeaTac Airport stole this passenger airliner, taking off, then performing dangerous sky-high loops and stunts before crashing 30 miles away.
This potentially was much more serious than the Seattle incident. It's a bigger airplane, much tougher to fly, much tougher to take off.
Although the suspect made it on the plane, he never got inside the cockpit. There's still no word on a motive. Airport officials say they're puzzled. David?
Victor Oquendo from Florida. Victor, thank you. And next this evening, the flooding emergency in the Carolinas growing worse tonight, a week now after Hurricane Florence slammed ashore. Rivers still rising in the Carolinas and in Virginia. Road conditions changing so rapidly. Officials are now warning drivers not to rely on their GPS, saying it could direct them right into a flood. The death toll still rising, tonight now at 41. And homeowners are now faced with extensive repairs. In North Carolina alone, just 3% of property owners there have federal flood insurance. And now the tornado watch in the Midwest at this hour, a possible twister destroying this barn in Geauga County, Ohio. Severe storms expected from Ohio to Vermont by tomorrow. This is moving across the country and quickly. Let's get right to meteorologist Rob Marciano tracking it all for us live tonight. Hey, Rob.
Hi, David. It is a strong, fast-moving front. That is the trigger of those storms that will sweep through here tomorrow night. But right now, the action is in the Midwest. We have a big severe thunderstorm watch out from Manhattan, Kansas through Mason City, Iowa. A tornado watch up also until 11 o'clock through southern parts of Minnesota, where you see that strong line moving through now. Minneapolis to Omaha by 10 p.m. By the rush hour, a little bit weaker, but getting through Chicago, then refiring through Ohio, Cleveland, Buffalo, western New York. By tomorrow night, a strong storm system with maybe some damaging winds, hail, a brief tornado from Columbus all the way through northern New England. David?
Meteorologist Rob Marciano with us as always. Thank you, Rob. Next here tonight, an arrest now in the stabbing death of a woman while jogging in Washington, D.C. Surveillance capturing Wendy Corina Martinez and a suspect just before the attack. That suspect was later arrested. Martinez was engaged to be married just this week. And tonight, there's also new surveillance now emerging of her entering a restaurant after being attacked and trying to get help. Here's ABC's Lindsay Davis.
First caught on surveillance video and now caught by police. Authorities in Washington, D.C. say this is the man responsible for the brutal stabbing of a jogger.
We arrested and charged 23-year-old Anthony Crawford of Northwest D.C.
Crawford was taken into custody just 1 day after Wendy Martinez was stabbed 7 times around 8 o'clock Tuesday night. This is Martinez jogging just moments before. The 35-year-old tech executive stumbles into this restaurant bleeding profusely, causing some customers to flee. But others tried unsuccessfully to save her. She later died at the hospital.
She asked for help. So that makes us so proud to know that our girl had the energy, the strength, and the odyssey to fight.
Her family heartbroken. Martinez had just gotten engaged last week.
Crawford is now being detained. The defense is calling that a rush to judgment. Meanwhile, officials say that the attack was completely unprovoked. Martinez's mother says that her daughter had just bought a wedding dress. David, they plan to bury her in that dress.
All right, Lindsay Davis tonight. Lindsay, thank you. There is still much more ahead on World News Tonight this Thursday. The school shooting images coming in at this hour. A student and a school employee hit when gunfire erupts outside this high school. Authorities are searching for the gunman right now. The details coming in. The cabin pressure nightmare on this flight. 3 dozen injured inside this passenger plane, some reportedly bleeding from their ears, and authorities revealing how this dangerous pressure drop might have happened in the first place.